It's the biggest palace complex in the world, with almost 10,000 rooms. So big that it's a city unto itself. And it was all built for one man. For 500 years, it was the seat of the most powerful ruler on earth. He had absolute control over the life and death of his followers. Until the 20th century, entry to the inner precincts was prohibited to all males except the emperor and eunuchs. Trespassers in this palace met one fate: death. Even the name of the palace inspired fear. 24 Chinese emperors called it home, but their subjects called it the Forbidden City. Today, its long closed doors open as we go deep inside China's Forbidden City.
That must be my guide. Hi, I'll be your guide for today, and will show you around the Forbidden City and its most famous landmark. The Forbidden City was the Chinese imperial palace from the Ming Dynasty to the end of the Qing Dynasty from the years 1420 to 1912. The construction of Forbidden City started from 1406 and ended in 1420, and the complex consists of 980 buildings and covers 72 hectares of land. You can ask me about any building in detail by clicking on the signboard in front of the building. The Gate of Supreme Harmony, the second major gate in the city. This gate was burned down in 1886, and the present gate dates from rebuilding after this fire, which was completed in 1894. The the Hall of Supreme Harmony is the largest hall within the Forbidden City. It is located at the city's central axis and is built above three levels of marble stone base. The Hall of Supreme Harmony is one of the largest wooden structures within China. In the Ming Dynasty, the emperor held court here to discuss the affairs of the state. However, during the Qing Dynasty, emperors held court far more frequently, and the Hall of Supreme Harmony was only used for the ceremonial purposes such as coronations, investitures, and imperial weddings. Once you pass through this arch, you will be transformed into the emperor and will be able to experience his life for a day. Emperor, the ministers want to discuss the state affairs with you. Please take the throne and take a look at their proposals.
Yay! Yay!
Now it's time for your lunch, Emperor. The chefs have prepared a delicious meal and it is waiting for you in the dining hall. Please take the chair, Emperor, and enjoy the food we've prepared for you today. No, Emperor, you cannot eat a dish more than twice, as your enemies might recognize what you like the most and try to poison it.
Through our project, we hope the user can learn more about the Forbidden City
and how the emperors used to spend his 0 day in the Forbidden City. For the 3 minutes VR experience, we decided to include the following specific learning objectives. First, general facts like the time it was built, the purpose of it was used for, different buildings, etc. By giving them the tour of the Forbidden City, which will allow them to understand these facts better, look at the architecture, and experience its enormity. The users will experience a typical morning in the life of the emperor in the first person perspective, where he has to meet a large number of ministers and make decisions about the policies and issues people are facing. The user will then experience the lunch and the different rituals, like different kinds of food, how emperors can eat any of the dishes more than 3 times, etc., associated with it through the perspective of the emperors. Why this learning objective benefits from being in virtual reality? This learning objective benefits from being in VR because not much is known about the Forbidden City and the life of the emperors, as normal people were not allowed in there, and hence the name Forbidden City. Showing them how it was in those times using a first person perspective can be a very exhilarating and informative experience. And we believe that the user will be able to retain much more information than just reading about it. We also believe that VR experience will be able to capture the user's imagination, and with the interactive features we have implemented, the user will be able to feel a strong sense of presence and can feel that he or she was the emperor himself.